Up? Good evening. Good evening, Daniela. What's up, Rumi? What's up, Pamela? What's up, Magdalena and Maria? Hey, D, great to see you. What's up, Francie, Amy, Lily? Hey, Roselina. Hey, young YK Maserati. Hey, Christian. Hey, Kim. Good evening, Paige in Salem. What's up, Maria? What's up, Satie? What's up, Dawn? What's up? Refresh this page. Perfect. All right. We're going to be here for about either an hour, 30 minutes today. And yesterday, I believe we left off with one person. Let's see. Yes. We left off last night with Phyllis Hall. So she will be the first one I do. And then we'll dive into about 30 minutes of free people while we formulate what, guys? The first group of super cluster. The super chatters cluster. Okay. I've been noticing the overall energy of today's readings has been about two things. A dust settling from tower moments you've experienced before this week. Like, this whole week's been probably a pretty stable, not that mentally it hasn't been exhausting, but I'm talking about physical world stability. It's been a pretty stable week, which has almost given you this time to feel safe to think about your emotions, to feel safe about processing even past trauma from when you were in survival mode and could not even process that stuff because you were actively in the place that was disturbing you, that was hurting you. Whether this means you've done a new move, you've moved to a new place, and this move could also mean a job. This move can mean a move away from a relationship. This move can be a move away from the old version of yourself, your old tendencies. I'm telling you, before this week, everybody was in a lot of purging energy. And it really does feel like, for the most of you here, going forward all the way until October is a lot of just focusing on your new routine, to be quite frank. In the best way, it's not going to be very, very exciting, okay? It's going to be very just getting used to your new flow. Feeling happy, feeling excited in moments, but like big explosion, like a big breakthrough in a relationship, etc. This next month is more about preparing for that. Now, some of you here are already in communication. When this is a love aspect for this reading, for the ones here, a lot of you are already in communication with this person. You know who they are, and you're kind of just taking it day by day together. So for the ones of you here who are in that state, it's not nothing's bad. It's not that nothing's good or bad. It's just you guys are in kind of just like a steady flow, and you're kind of wondering right now, you know, am I supposed to do something? Is this taking too long? No, it's not taking too long. It's going the exact pace it's supposed to. And going into September, you really should be in that mindset of getting used to the new routine. Getting used to, also what I'm hearing is different levels of trust than you've ever been really able to experience with a mass amount of people. So this new beginning that you've entered isn't just romantic. There's family members coming back into your guys' lives that are supposed to be here. There's newfound family, new friends. And then there's old friendships as well, where you separate for further growth and you all decided to continue forward. Some of you here know exactly what friend that is, and you had them kind of on your mind recently out of nowhere, and they definitely feel sorry. A lot of you here have a friend who feels sorry for for doubting you. Even a little envious energy. Go with me here. Like, whoever this friend is, it's crazy who you will find out sometimes who's been talking behind your back. A lot of times it can be some of the friends you never would think it would happen, but it comes not from a place of who they truly are. It comes from a place, and I'm talking only about the friends that truly have your best interests, but just are not perfect human beings. I'm not talking about people that have it out or being frenemies, not that type of stuff. Real friends who are just going through moments. Some of you here have a best friend, but you really fucking miss them, and you just felt this energy of them, like they did not give up on their dream, but their dream changed. They thought their life was going to look a certain way, but life threw a curveball for them. Okay, but what I'm hearing is both of you thought your lives were going to be a different way. Neither of you expected your dreams to turn to what they did. And for a little bit there was an envious energy, and it did make you and your friend separate. But what I'm hearing is they're so happy now that, like, what they have now, I'm hearing they have a family, they have a whole new career, a whole new purpose, and they're happy. Like, they're happy this happened. The dream they thought they wanted for so long, it's not that it was ever a bad dream or a wrong dream, but they didn't know what destiny spirit really had for them and what trials and tribulations and what they had to lose to gain. So you have a friendship in September that's also going to come back and formulate. This is a love. This is an expansion of money. This is an expansion of found family. And that's phenomenal. October seems to be very exciting, though, for a lot of you here. And it's 1, 2, 3 on, it's 1023. So 1, 0, 2, 3. That's a synchronization number of everything in flow. A lot of you here, October is going to be actually very exciting. So there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of celebration in October for more than like Halloween, but absolutely Halloween's a big factor within that. Great energy with you guys here. So, before we start doing some free readings for you guys, I have one person I left off with last night from the Super Chatters list. That was Phyllis Hall. Okay? And before I go dive into that, let's explain the breakdown of how to get a live reading with me. There's 3 options. Number 1 is the complete free option. During the chunks of times I have designated for free readings, you comment your name, your zodiac, a yes/no question. I randomly, that spirit aligns my eyes too. So free readings are not guaranteed. They are randomly picked. The second option. Now, if you're no shadow of a doubt, you're going to get your answer. You're going to be picked, if you will. That is for super chatters, okay? Super chatting is a feature that YouTube put on lives for a way for people to like tip creators. Now, I utilize it for what I call an energy exchange. Basically, the amount you choose to give me, I will promise an amount of cards and minutes, time, energy put into your reading. And the super chatting starts at $1 and goes all the way up. All you need to do to see the rest of the breakdown, open the description of this live, look for that grid I created, and you go from there. If you would like to super chat, I do believe for most of you, on the bottom of your screen, there should be like a coin icon, or it's like a money symbol icon, etc. You click that, that's how you go ahead and super chat. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, is my members. So there's a difference between being a subscriber and a member. Most of you here are subscribers to me and a lot of other people, your favorite YouTubers. Now, being a member is where you pay for monthly exclusive access to it, every specific individual creator's page. My members receive prioritized readings during lives. That means if I see your name, you're getting it. Also, you're allowed to ask more than one question per live. And you're allowed to ask yes/no questions. You're allowed to ask for generals. And then out of lives, my members receive a benefit my members receive is like extra weekly videos, extra weekly messages. If you're interested in joining the membership team, go ahead and check that out on my main bio. Go ahead and check that out on my my profile bio. If you join during a live, I get a notification, and I also give you a Law of Attraction card pull as a thank you and a welcome into my membership community. Okay, so you are welcome. You're all free to go start ahead and super chatting. I will cut off the first group of super chatters, which actually we're only going to have one group of super chatters tonight. And it will cut off when I'm done with the free people. Okay? Alrighty. So we'll go back to resuming and telling you what exact time that will be. Give me a moment. Actually, I need to get my drink. I left it over on my couch. Okay, so we are utilizing the Magicians and Madman Tarot today. I really like this one. It's by Travis McHenry, if you guys want to check it out. All right. So, Phyllis Hall, you requested a general reading, and let's go ahead and give that to you. What is the general energy that Phyllis Hall needs to know more than anything else right now? Well, you're doing something excellent, okay? That's what I keep hearing. You're doing something excellent. Yeah, you're following your intuition, even if you think you're not, okay? Go with me here. I'm hearing the ego. I'm hearing fear wants you to think that by you setting healthy boundaries, you're not following your intuition. Like that setting healthy boundaries is going to make people go away, okay? All setting healthy boundaries does is the people who are not meant to be in your life, it makes them go away. And unfortunately, but this is the part of the healing process, at the beginning part of your healing, that meant like 80% of the people went away. It forms a fear of abandonment. You got so comfortable being alone, and now you're in this state where Spirit's like, yo, it's out of hermit mode. You're supposed to be vibing. You're supposed to be allowing more to go into your team as physical human beings. And you're doing it. You're breaking barriers. Not only healthy boundaries have you learned to set with others, it's like healthy boundaries to set with yourself. When you know yourself, you know when you start to overgive. The parasite is scared. And what the parasite is, guys, is, for me, that's the energy. I've given that name. And it's actually something, I didn't create it, number one. I have dedicated my life to the teachings of the 𝗪𝗏 wisdom. Okay, and 𝗪𝗏 wisdom teaches you that that part within us that wants us to stay in a low vibration, that bullies us, that negative self-talk, that area is the parasite. It is not part of us. It was forced into us from human experience and morphed us from childhood. Gave us fears, etc. So when you give something a name, you take the power from it. If you guys want to if you guys want to call it the devil, if you guys want to call it a demon, if you want to call it just low vibrations, if you would like to call it the parasite, it's the same thing. The name, though, you take that power away by giving it a name and claiming and saying, I can identify this energy. It's not a mystery to me. I'm not scared of that dark, okay? What you have done during this time of going inwards can never be taken from anybody. Nobody can ever take this part of you. And your frequency is totally different. You're not going to be attracting in people that want to take advantage of you. you're not going to be attracting, and when I say like attracting in, I mean like the people that are like your best friends. You're a light force, so when you go out in your days to days, you're at work, excited of energy vampires and people that want. That's a different level of discernment. I'm talking about like the inner homies. I'm talking about the individuals that you let into your home, the people that you trust with your manifestations, your desires, your dreams, etc. Those individuals nobody could ever even want to be super, super close to you and feel comfort and feel that your guides would let them in unless they only have pure intentions. You will see clear as day, always, when somebody is not supposed to be part of your top 5. So your parasite, your fear, it's wanting you to think you're not following your intuition. Let me tell you something. There's a bunch of people right now that feel so joyful to be around you. There are so many people that are learning from you, are admiring you for your ability to not become the energy that has surrounded your life. You're a very helpful person, and it's okay for you to receive help as well. They want me to say it that way. You're entering a time of life where you are needing to allow yourself to receive help, and that could be help with the littlest of things, like allowing somebody to open a door for you, literally, because you're that independent, to the biggest thing, if somebody wants to go ahead and give you some money for whatever reason. You're not the type of person that you're like, I don't take handouts. It's not taking a handout, okay? There's something that's owed to you, and they want you to be very ready for the success that's flowing. You're so wise. I'm also hearing for your age. And you probably were told when you were younger that like adults probably told you grew up really fast, or you're like, oh, you're really mature for your age. That's a backhanded compliment. Okay, the reason that happened is because you went through a lot of trauma. This next part of your life, your inner teenager, is also going to be able to be really represented. You have the finances, you have the means to give to them the life that was kind of robbed. It feels like you went from like a 12-year-old to like 24. Like that's the energy. You instantly went from like just being a kid to having to have like crazy responsibilities, probably got a job really fast, probably had to pay bills with money that you should have been able to save for your college fund or whatever you wanted to do after high school. Well, guess what? All of that time, all of that reward, all of that fruition's right now. No matter who you've lost, I can promise you, every person you've lost has made it to the ones who are supposed to be here can be gained. This is dope. Okay. So that was the super chatter from last night. I'm going to go ahead and start just formulating the first group of free people, but of course, before we dive in, I'm going to go ahead and formulate the first group of super chatters, but of course, before we dive into the super chatters, I'll make sure to do some free people. Okay. Let's see. All right, number 1 today is going to be Magdalena. Got you. All right, number 2 today, that's Amanda. Got you. All right, number 3 today is Leslie Spikes. Got you. Jill B, number 4. Please make sure, guys, also if you're super chatting, that you listen out for your number associated to your name. If there's any reason when I'm going through, you step away from the phone or etc., and you don't hear your reading, I do not repeat readings. What you'll have to do is, I do have them recorded though. And after I get off the live, it's like automatically uploaded. You can go back in and you'll have to just look, okay? But so that's why I do the numbers. Make sure you listen out for your number. Number 6 today will be Satie. All right. Number 7 is Floyd Williams. All right. Number 8 is Ruby. Awesome. You resubscribed for you renewed your membership for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. You also will have your membership videos out tomorrow, by the way. And we'll give you a law of attraction poll for renewing your membership. All right, number 9. Number 9 is Tarot Time. Tarot Time Collective. Got you. All right, number 10 is Roselina. Perfect. That's what we have so far. Your guys are still good to go ahead and continue the super chat. I'm going to go ahead now and start 30 minutes of free people. Okay, so it is currently 10:36 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to go to 11:06 p.m. Eastern Time doing free readings, and at 11:06 that is the cutoff for super chatters. If you want your question to be 100% guaranteed answered tonight, you have until 11:06 p.m. Eastern Time, 30 minutes from now, to get yourself on the list. All right, so please, for the free people, go ahead and start commenting your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question. The type of questions that are not eligible are asking for health results, legal matters, anything to do with childbirth, and anything to do with trying to guarantee a person. You can't ask if they're a soul tie, you can't ask if they're a soulmate, a karmic, that's all cool. But specifically being like, I'm gonna marry this person, you can't do that on a live. Thank you. If you need a refresher on anything I just stated, my friends, you can click on the description. Let's do this. Okay, okay, let's see. Christina. All right, Christina Rodriguez. You're in Aries. You wanted to know if the person you're interested in, if their feelings are fading. Okay. We'll do that one in a little bit. That one's going to take a long time to light. Oops. Alright. Is the person's feelings, is the person starting to become disinterested with Christina? So I do see this person. The reason that there is a separation between you two is this person feels that they've gone through this before. You remember, I'm always here for you. Always. And feel it in your heart, what any reader tells you. I do see this person pick themselves with you. You are not a player. You're not somebody that tries to make people chase you. But if you look within, this was one of the first people that you ever felt like really, 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 truly pursued you. And it didn't come from a place of like wanting you to be a certain way. You had never felt so comfortable to just like deflect somebody and know that they were still going to reach out, still reach out, still reach out. This person had true feelings for you, but they saw the chessboard. And they're like, I've done this before with other people. And maybe this person helped you realize you're not as healed as you thought you were. I'm not putting all this blame on you. Okay, there was a lot that this person did too that they learned with you. I'm hearing that they could have been kind of like a love bomber without realizing it. So neither of you were coming from manipulative spots. You were both coming from unhealed spots. This person has lost interest in you. And that is not the end of the world. I know right now it may hurt, but if you look deep within, you were blessed to meet each other. I'm hearing that there's even, it's like friendship is still more than possible too. If you need some time to just figure it out, or if you feel that you can't be friends, that's whatever's best for you. But at least in this person's mindset about you, the way they're thinking about you is not, get away from me. They're trouble to have in my life. No, it's, or like that they're upset. No. This person understands. And what you both need, even though you have the spiritual connected, even though you're spiritually connected, what you both need in love and in this life is, it doesn't match. So be proud. Because what I'm hearing is, it didn't end ugly. Both of you still have an immense amount of respect for each other. And you're grateful because the both of you have helped each other heal a part that needed to be healed before whoever your divine and etc. is, that relationship, that union enters your life. Camila, you're an Aries. You would like to know, will your person and you finally come out of this no contact energy? Are you and this person going to be able to come out of no contact energy? Yeah, I know it's taken some time, but they need you to change the energy of how you're thinking about this. And this is so it comes in faster. The reason I'm saying like this is because we are not in control of the timeline. We are in control of the blocks we do. Spirit knows the destination like a GPS. And sometimes if we're not paying attention, we may take a turn too soon, a turn too late. What does the GPS do? It reroutes you. It may add 5 minutes to your route, but you're still going to get there and you can still trust the GPS. That's what it is when we say getting to our fastest timeline. It just means how many times are you going to do momentary blocks for yourself? If you're one with the timeline, if you're at peace with fate, if you don't feel the energy of finally, this finally happened, and you go to, this happened the exact moment it was supposed to, and I have plenty to focus on today. Not to distract myself, to reward myself, to continue my timeline, and know that every other person is an amplified effect. Yes, we do need people. We do need people. And it's weak to think you don't need people. But we need people for the human existence, not our soul. Our soul is forever, ever. You are the one that feels it. It's finding that balance in life. I do see this coming back together. You just have to allow more time to flow. The light. Your name's Keith, you're a Scorpio, and you would like to know, will you and your spouse want to reconcile? Will you and your spouse be able to reconcile? So Spirit wants to say there's a difference between want and can. We can want to do something so badly, but we have to be actually willing to walk and face that path together. You guys are rising from the ashes. Not only does your want align, you both do want this. You both actively, remember we were talking about in the beginning how this week has been about the dust settling from Tower Moments, and deep stability. You guys are, if you've been here since the beginning of our reading today, we were stating that in September, a lot of you are in a very steady part of a connection, a part of your life, a job, a lot, more than one category. And I'm hearing that, interesting, more than one character, one more version of you. And that's cool. So you're also in love. You guys, when you're married, you don't marry just that one person, right? You're married to 5, 6, 7, whatever different versions of them as you continue to grow. And it's like you guys you hit that part where it's like, we have to find the excitement again. We have to find, not like the rush, but that youth that we once had together. And I feel it. I see it. Keith, your relationship with your spouse, it's not over. But do you know why it's not over? And they're making me go like this, because you owned your shit, Keith. Because you chose to see the dark night of your soul. Because you used this time to not point and blame. You looked in. And you saw what parts of my own toxicities, my own temptations, my own trauma is keeping from exactly what I truly want, which is a true connection to my spouse. What parts were you looking for happiness in them that they could never give you, because no one can give it to you except yourself? You both have done so much growth. I mean, there's so much more to your guys' story. You're not in a damned marriage. They wanted me to say it that way, or like a damned relationship. You're not in that energy. No, this is rising above. This is, what do we call our love, our tango partner? And guess what? There's going to be times you go off beat with each other. There's going to be times you're pissed, step over each other's toes, but you don't give up. Maybe sometimes you take a little break. Hey, go get some water, chill out for a second. And then you go, all right, let's get back into it. This is good. All right, Jamie, you're a Leo. You're wanting to know, is the person you're thinking of the one? Okay, so is the person you're thinking of supposed to be somebody that you are having as a potential divine? Okay? Is this person, we're going to ask if they're a soul tie. Okay? Is the person on your mind a soul tie? So, Spirit wants me to let you know that this is definitely not a soul tie. And I'll explain to you what that is. So we have soulmates, we have soul ties, and we have karmics. Soul ties are by the dozens. Soulmates are by the thousands, and karmics are also by like the hundreds, is what I would state. Soul ties are people you're destined to meet in every single lifetime. Okay? Soulmates are randomized based off your left path, right path decisions. And karmics are also randomized based off your left path, right path decisions. This individual is what I would consider the energy of who the inner chaser within you sees as a perfect person. I want you to feel what I just said too. The inner chaser within you thinks this is the perfect person, but the hill part of you knows, oh, this is a red flag. This is an individual that there is no shift. It's the same energy in a different body from a person that hurt you really bad, like one of the first people, one of the first traumatic relationships you've had. And it's confusing because you're like, if it feels so familiar, like if my soul feels like this is comfortable, like why are they doing all these things that I'm trying to find the right way to put it. You're very confused by them because your heart feels one way, their words are one way, but their actions are completely different. And Spirit says that's it. Look inward out. Look outward in. They're showing you exactly how they actually feel by their actions. It doesn't matter what they say. It's the actions. Spirit is saying that this is a karmic connection and you have a choice. The old person in you puts everything instantly into, as soon as you're like, oh, this could be a potential partner, I mean, you go full force. And that is not from a healed place. That comes from a fear of being alone. And if you are constantly afraid of being alone, guess what? You're attracting in a type of person, it's going to be either one or two things. We'll be attracted to that energy of your needing and will try to exploit it, or you're going to attract in somebody else who's battling the same issues and is also not ready to be a healthy partner. You're not supposed to be alone, but your spirit is telling me you're in a spot where they're teaching you a lot of new healthy habits. You know, your September, it is up to you. You can have another month of feeling this back and forth, this hot and cold from him. Or you can log into a new server. You can log into another frequency. You can change your focus. Because the final thing I'll say with you before I go to another person is somebody can only do something so many times before it's just their character. There's a difference between a mess up or having a moment and then it being a person's habits and their character. There's somebody else better meant for you. Okay. Let's see. Christy, you're a Taurus. You would like to know, will you and Rob be together? Will you and Rob be together? Spirit's letting me know right now, left path, right path choices. They're not saying it's not possible, but he has a lot of inner work to do. You know, he is not the strong, empathetic person he is for others. He's not that for himself. I am not saying he's not a good team worker. Like, this is a good person. I can see why you feel what you do for them, you know? But they're really, like, fucking hard on themselves. And they keep a lot in, and it's like, they're bound to explode. This person soon is going through some big tower moments, okay? It's like kind of like a big collective of masculines in the past 2 months went through some serious fucking change. And I'm feeling another collective of masculines entering that actually in September. As most of you here, your masculines have already gone through, and September is about building a new foundation. Remember, everything's in classes, in sections. When the sophomores become juniors, the freshmen become sophomores. That's the energy we're talking about here when we say the collective shifting, okay? It looks like your masculine is one of them that's in September and October going to go through those tower moments that need to be done for them to crumble what in their own existence is keeping them back. Not only from a higher timeline with love, with career, with self-trust. And Spirit wants you to allow them to have this space. There is no form of justice that can be served right now by being in each other's life. Trust and assure that when he comes back, he's going to have a lot to update you on. You're going to have a lot to share and teach each other too. So what I can state, because of how many left path, right path choices still are to be made before this feels like actions have been cemented in stone, so you have an unfinished story. I mean, he's coming back into your life, or he's opening up more. But if you're going to be together, you gotta let more time formulate. Because we're destined to meet people, everybody. We're destined to meet people. We're destined to have certain connections. But if our freedom of will, we truly do not follow our guides, that, and like really go against our timeline, do things completely out of our character, that is where fate can be altered and changed. Just continue focusing on you and let everything else formulate from there. Okay. Last call, 10 minutes. If you'd like to get yourself on the super chatter list for tonight, you got 10 minutes. Last call. Honored to help you. Let's see. All right, Michelle, you're a Virgo, and you want to know, is your love coming to you? Is your love coming to you? Is your love coming to you? So it looks like this person's vision of your relationship, it's not cloudy to them anymore, okay? They see you as a kind person, but there is something, there maybe is a misunderstanding between you two. If you feel like there's a distance right now between you and this person, and like not even like an awkward tension, just like a complete shift of their energy, yes, I'm not blaming you, okay? Things are two-way streets. That if they are really misunderstanding, they should ask you for clarification. I don't see them doing that though. So if this is important enough for you, my friend, you said something that really hurt them. And I don't think you meant it the way it was taken off. It does not, like being in this conversation, transferring back and forth from his energy to your energy, I don't feel like the way you said it and it came off in the other direction was at all what this per them. But it was something to give you a point in the right direction. It's something very personal. Something they don't share with anybody. They shared with you. Probably one of the most sensitive topics of their life. Maybe even something from childhood. And because of how sensitive it was, and the way you reacted, they retreated. And they're like, oh, you know what? Nope, I want to close up. So even if you didn't mean it, it's not about like apologizing. Okay, it's about getting to a resolution. And remember, guys, most of the time, 80% of the time, no matter if it's love, family, friendships, whatever, come from misunderstandings and misassumptions. You know how many people spend the rest of their lives never talking to people they care about because of misassumptions and misunderstandings? Yeah, I mean, if you really want this to get started, it looks like if you want this to get started again, you may want to just reach out and ask to get on a clean. But that's why their energy has changed. Remember, guys, yes, no questions, okay? And remember, so some of you here have already answered your questions, and I see you're asking another question. The only way, so free readings and etc., it's one question per live. Now, if you are a member, you are allowed to ask more than one question, okay? So if you're a member, I receive a little Spartan logo next to your name, and that's how I know you are a member. So please, if you would like to ask more than one question per live, you go ahead and become a member. And being a member is, I'm remembering off the top of my head, being a member starts at $4.99 a month. And you can check out the rest of the options from there. All right, what's up, Kat? You're a Capricorn, and you'd like to know, do we see Sean texting you back soon? Do we see Sean texting Kat back soon? He's definitely more in a scared energy. So he wants to. This is another person where every day a little, it feels very positive, okay? Every day a little bit more and a little bit more. He's becoming in touch with himself. He was one of the masculines that went through that 2-month period I just told you about. He is one of those masculines that as we speak, the rumbling and the smoke has settled and they're in that foundation. The energy I hear is they're not being, I don't know why they want me to say it this way, but delinquent. They're not being delinquent. It's not like they're not showing up to something. It's not time yet. They would be too early. Okay, Kat, they're saying that you've seen this return for a very long time. It's like you can think about the energy of, let's say, like you are in the middle of the woods, okay? And for some reason, you've just been gifted this ability to see through the trees. You can see through the trees all the way to civilization. But other people, aka this guy in this field with you, in this forest with you, he can't. And what that whole example is your spiritual abilities. Your ability to see and predict what's going to happen in the future and feel things before they happen. That's like you being able to see through the trees. So Spirit says you're not wrong, but you're wanting it to happen too fast. He's going to also have a lot to tell you when he finally reaches out to you, because he will. He will. But there's a big thing right now about him establishing this new healthy career. So a big thing that's probably changed is either his career or the care he's putting into his career. It feels like there could have been some form of a substance that was interfering with his ability to be his best self. So, I mean, that can mean anything. That can mean alcohol. That can mean drugs. That can mean even like, you know, diving into video game addiction or food addiction. Or there's so many things. There's so many things. There was just something that he was using for distraction. And it looks like it's been flushed. And he's finding much healthier ways. And he's going to be able to actually be personable with you when he finally does reach out. His highest version for himself. So, let go of the timeline, okay? There is love here. You're not losing. There's not loss. They want you to let organic life flow. You know, I can see that you're the type of person that doesn't like to waste. Like, you're not like, oh, I'm a person that... Let me change the word waste, because everybody's different. You're not the type of person that's like, I want to fool or mess around. Some people do. Some people like friends with benefits and to do that, and that's fine. Everybody to their own, as long as it's all safe, consensual, etc., of age. That shit is all going on. Cool. But for some people, they're like, fuck no, I don't want hookups. I'm not into that. It does nothing for me. I'm not here looking for love. I'm going to let it find me. That seems to be more of the vibe of a person you are. And this package is still tracking to you. It's not lost. It's not delinquent makes sense for that. He's going to come back and be more thoughtful. So, give it more time. But you're correct that the masculine does still feel an ignition for you, a light for you. But he's getting himself out of the woods to see, to meet you. And all you can do, you can't make the trees invisible for him. All you can do is keep your light. Keep your light. And let him find you. That's just you being you and setting that frequency. 1 minute. Last call to get yourself on the super chatter list for tonight. 1 minute. Last call. Roselina, to join the membership, I do believe it would be cool if they had a button on here for that. I think the only way you can actually join the membership is you have to go to my main my profile, like my profile, and then there's like a join membership button or join the team right there. It's like it shows up different for everybody. Here, let me actually just real quick look that up and see how it is for you guys right now, so you guys know. Yeah, so there's if you go to the main page, right under where you see right now, it says I'm doing a live reading. Underneath, it's going to say our members. And then if you look all the way to the left, you're going to see a subscribe plus number. Or a subscribe plus button. That subscribe plus button, you click it, and it's going to show you the 3 levels, okay? The 3 levels of membership I have. Level 1 starts at $4.99 a month. That's where you receive, and it'll tell you everything. You receive 2 weekly energy forecast readings, 3 guided angel numbers, crystals, and scents to utilize during that week to heighten your manifestations. You also receive weekly guided runes, gods, goddesses, and a vast amounts more. And you get some cool icons and emojis that you can use to comment on my videos. Level 2 starts at $9.99 a month. Of course, everything we just stated is included, but what the added benefits of level 2 is you actually receive 3 more additional videos every single month that dive into love collectives, master manifestors, and a vast amount more. So as you can see, the vibe of being a member, it's not necessarily like it's not the readings you receive collectively on all my free stuff. It's more focused on like harnessing whatever energy is coming to you that week, getting you prepared for it. It's timeline predictions. My membership team, it's like timeline predictions, and it's what gods, angels, etc. are wanting to work with you. When we're going into like just like the love messages and all that stuff, that's the free. That's where you see on all my other platforms. With the memberships, it's more about that type of stuff. So lastly, but definitely not leastly, if you're interested in level 3, that's my tarot teachings. So you receive everything we just stated above, but also you receive monthly videos where I explain to you how to do different types of card spreads, how to understand the meaning of every single card, and how to use other divination tools. We have a monthly meetup where you, I, and all my other students go on a 1-hour call together on the last Saturday of every month. So if you guys join actually before next Saturday, you can join our monthly meetup this next upcoming weekend. And we basically all chill vibe, we talk, we exchange messages, we cleanse our cards together. It's awesome. And you get exclusive access to my Tarot Teachings private Discord. So, if you guys are interested in checking out anything else regarding the memberships, go to my main page, look where it says our members, and then right to the left, or to the right of it will be the subscribe plus button. And you just go from there. Okay. Questions? Okay, Michelle Webb, you're a Scorpio and you would like to know, do you have a new love coming? Do you have a new love coming? Okay, well, this card definitely wants to be the one. Yeah, you absolutely do have a union coming your way. It looks like both people want to help each other. Both people are tired of inconsistency in past relationships. You want to take your time. You've released, what I'm hearing is you've released love bombing. Because you can, there's like a couple different forms of love bombing. You can love bomb from like being a narcissistic individual. You can love bomb from only caring about excitement. You can love bomb from fear of abandonment. Like, I need to do all this now. I need to show them now so they don't leave. And that was the category you were, my friend. And it looks like another person, they were going through, whoever's connected to you was going through a lot of experimenting in their life. And that means more than one way, okay? I'm hearing they had to experience a lot of life by themselves. Something about them was maybe they've been traveling even. Maybe this person, that's what I see is like, they've been experiencing new foods, new types of places, people. And it's really 11:11 on the dot. It's really, really opened their mind, and they feel like they've accomplished a lot that they wanted to independently. And this next part of their life, they're ready to settle down. Okay? So yes, you are receiving a new love soon. Okay, that's it for that group of free people. We're about to dive into our super chatters, okay? Let's write down everybody that has added themselves since Roselina did. All right. And I will make sure to go back over all of the names so you all hear your numbers again. And again, please make sure, please make sure you are listening. I will say your number with your name. And then when I go through the reading, I say what number I'm on. If you miss your reading, I do not repeat them. I continue forward. But here's the thing. They are recorded. So once I'm off the live and the recording puts itself up, you will have to use your discernment on what time of the video your reading would have been at. And you have to go from there. Okay? Alrighty. So go back here. So it looks like we left off with Tarot Time, Roselina. Okay. Number 11 is Tara. All right, number 12 is CJ Justine. All right. Number 13 is Hall. Let's see. 𝗨𝗓𝗪𝗧. Got you. Number 14 is Tracy 34. Number 15 is Daniela. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, is Britney Hall, number 16. Okay. You are all the guaranteed super chatters for tonight. Anybody else that super chats after this moment will be guaranteed, promised, and first answered on our next live stream. Okay? I'm going to go over one more time the number associated to your name for super chatting. Please make sure you are listening. This is the last time I'll repeat them. Okay. Number 1, Magdalena. Number 2, Amanda. Number 3, Leslie Spikes. Number 4, Jill B. Number 5, Faith. Number 6, Satie. Number 7, Floyd. Number 8, Ruby. Number 9, Tarot Time Collective. Number 10, Roselina. Number 11, Tara. Number 12, CJ, Justine. Number 13, 𝗨𝗏𝗧. Number 14, Tracy 34. Number 15, Daniela. And lastly but not leastly, number 16, Britney Hall. Okay? Well, my drink just screwed it up. Now I have water on my glasses. I think that's good. All right. Magdalena. And I want to switch actually to I want to switch over to nah, there's a reason I only brought this. I accidentally forgot to bring a oracle deck over. I only brought tarot, but it must be the only one we're supposed to use today. All right, Magdalena, what is Spirit saying you need to know more than anything else right now as we speak? There's a secret being revealed to you. Somebody's going to come in and say, I thought I could live without you, but I can't. I'm never going to experience somebody like you again. I didn't realize what I had. I'm so sorry. I hear their tears. I get it. I've met face to face with my inner demon. I'm so sorry for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve it. You're going to have a choice. Okay? You're going to have a choice on if you're not. But if you've been getting an itch that somebody's going to be reaching out to you, a past lover, situationship, you are completely correct. All right. Number 2, Amanda. Okay. Thank you, Amanda, for super chatting. You did super chat the equivalent of a general colors is a general reading. So I'm going to give you a love general reading, okay? All right. Love general reading for Amanda. What does she need to know more than anything right now? She's a Aquarius. Well, it looks like there's a masculine energy surrounding you who he's really focused on his career. This person's definitely focused on being able to be a stable provider. He may have a child already, or this is just the energy of the people he cares about, the people he lives with. He takes a lot of responsibility for. So his energy, I can see why it's cloudy between you two. He could definitely do a better job at talking to you, explain to you what's going on. But this separation, it's not because you did anything. It's not because he's losing feelings. It's probably been a couple of days since you've last talked. And the parasite loves to fill in details. So, if you, with this person, if you feel like you want to reach out to them, and it's not coming from a place of like insecurity, there's no harm in reaching out. Like what I'm seeing with your guys' dynamic is it's not one ball in another person's court. It's a misunderstanding, but it can quickly be fixed. All right. Number 3. Leslie Spikes. Let's go ahead and give you a general energy reading. Spirit's very proud of you. You have been allowing yourself to release a lot of fear. You see, all of these new ideas you've had by allowing yourself to express, to talk about your achievements. You used to be surrounded by people who said that whenever you succeeded at something and you tried to celebrate it, that it was gloating. You're realizing now, no, people who want to be in your life, people who are meant to be in your life, they're going to be your cheerleaders. They're not going to belittle your hard accomplishments. You're wanting to know right now if you're making the right choices regarding who you should give a balance, give and take to, who you've released. And Spirit says yes. Okay, the devil, the malevolent influence, the thing that was keeping you in a toxic mindset. You realize exactly what people, but also what parts of your own patterns had to be released with those people. What you did was go through that tower moment that I experienced. I experienced it with you. We experienced this tower moment together. No matter how far apart, I experienced it with you. You have a new love that's coming in. That's the biggest message I have with you. You've cleared a way, you've cleared a door. You are now celebrating your successes. You're not trying to just zoom over them and get to the next destination. And you have somebody that's also going to bring you a balance, give and take, and love. I got a lot of master manifestors in here right now. And even though the energy is very, like, this is a positive day, the energy is heavy. The energy is heavy. The energy is processing the bleak. Okay. All right, Jill B. General love reading for you. You're overgiving in something. But here's the thing, the overgiving, it's coming from a place of abandonment issues. The individuals that you could be overgiving to, they're not necessarily even asking for it. They don't know that you're crossing boundaries that you set for yourself, is what I'm hearing. When a person doesn't know when a person doesn't know our boundaries, it actually causes more tension because they don't know what's that personal line. What is okay, what's not okay. And Spirit says you've been doing a really good track of setting healthy patterns. But there's something that we need to go back to a bit. I don't know why they're saying we need to go back. I think there's a processing of where trauma comes from, a childhood issue. Something about fear of abandonment with your home, the peace it's taking you to receive what you have in your home. It's not going to be dampened or ruined. What I'm hearing is by letting some new dust in. You're about to have new found family members. You may even have an actual get together at your home. You're gonna have a get together at your home soon. It could be for Halloween or something completely different. And some people are gonna ask, hey, can I bring along this person? Can I do this? And you're to say no. Okay, this isn't something where it's like a +1. This is a very intimate thing that you're doing. And really only people to be there are the ones that you want. You're going to pass a test. There's honestly so many messages for you within this, but I think the biggest thing that they're wanting is for you to be focused on whenever you're going to this next, whenever you are going to these next couple of outings, just because other people are going to be talking about what's coming up soon with you at your house, and they're like, oh, this is so exciting, oh my god, we just met them, they should come. Even if somebody says something like that, that doesn't mean you say, oh yeah, you guys can join. You can stay silent. You can just smile and go, you don't have to you don't owe an explanation. You don't have to say the word no, and you definitely don't say the word yes. You can just be like, oh, And most of the time, people get what you're putting down, and it doesn't have to be this deeply awkward thing, okay? Your fear of being awkward is keeping you from establishing healthy boundaries. A lot of you here need to hear that. I'm going to say it one more time. Your fear of being... I said it. I'll find it with... Well, number one, your fear of being judged. And your fear of... Maybe a lot of you just released that, blanking on what that other word was. You released your fear of judgment is keeping you from setting healthy boundaries. I think that's what they're saying, is it's cemented. That's the two things to know. Interesting. They're telling me just to cut it off and go forward. So it's like, lickety split what to do. All right, Faith, what's your current law of attraction? You became a member. Thank you. So we're going to give you that law of attraction pool as a thank you and a welcome to our community. All right, Faith, what's your law of attraction? You are ready for new experiences. You see full force the way you gotta go. You're not angry, you're motivated. Spirit says you're in a time of pre-workout. You need to use this. You're gonna have a lot of new ideas, a lot of inspiration flowing through you. Get ready for a very exciting next 2 months. Okay? Yes, September is gonna be a building month for you. But there's still a lot of great experiences. I see you getting out of your comfort zone. So you're learning the balance of, with this new healthy mindset, how to still have fun, balancing work and play. But October is going to be very, very, very exciting for you in the best of ways. So your law of attraction is very high vibrational. You're welcoming in new opportunities. So stay in this positive flow. Okay. All right, Katie. Tell me something you can't believe. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do a general reading for you then, okay? Because I'm not gonna tell you something you can't believe. I'm gonna tell you what you need to know, okay? All right. So let's just go ahead and do a general energy for Satie Parker. What does she need to know more than anything else right now? Okay. So you have been maybe having some complications with your I know this is going to be very sensitive, but this is what they're telling me. You either had some complications regarding your sexual identity, or starting to be you feel like the way you used to be, what you used to be attracted to is burnt away. So if it's not something about, sexual identity is different than your sexual orientation. There's something along that LGBTQ area. And you're what I'm hearing is you're I don't tell people my personal life, but there's somebody who could be the same sex of you that you're really starting to feel something with, or maybe you're the energy of somebody that's been a lesbian or whatever, and now you're starting to feel attracted to a guy. There's just this energy with you of, I am not used to feeling attracted to this. And maybe I'm even going in even a bit to your gender identity as well. You're deserving of you are releasing a lot of distractions. You're realizing the difference between who says they will be here for me and then only will be here for me when I fit their boxes. And there's somebody where you're feeling a deep sense of pulling back from, because you're scared. You're scared of the attraction. And Spirit says, this is a person that you've manifested. And if they're not here right at this moment, what they're saying is what would keep them away is not embracing who you truly are. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a human who loves. Okay? We're in a really sticky situation, especially if you're in the States right now, about this. But the LGBTQ plus community is not going anywhere. And in fact, this is a time now more than ever people need to embrace who they are. And anybody that won't accept you for who you are, whether this is about both things we're talking about or one, let them go. They're the ones that are going to be burning bridges. They're the ones, and I can assure you, the only ones that won't love you for who you are individuals that are not willing to do their own self-work, are scared of you being so free to be yourself when they don't even know who they are. People that need control to feel safe. And that is not anyone you need in your life. You are in a whole part of your life right now where they really do want to say, I'm trying to find the right way to put it, you're safe to be yourself. No evil deities, no sources. Your Archangel Michael is protecting you. And Spirit, God, Source, however it resonates for you, loves you for exactly who you are. So that's what you needed to know. Okay. All right, next person, Floyd. What's up, homie? If you'd like a general reading, I got you. All right, so you're at a finish line, dude. You definitely have been getting hit, okay? And you have a lot on your plate. And you're going up a hill right now, okay? I'm going to use this as an example. See this as a hill, okay? This is the top. And we're not focusing on something going down. Just focus on this part, okay? Even though, like, kind of more like that, okay? Just focus on this. You're not here. You've been walking up this hill, having a lot on your back, okay? And it starts to get hard. And right before where it gets to that easiest spot, right here, this is where you are. You know how many people stop here and decide to just go back? Right before the finish line? The mindset you've been about love, whoever you've been manifesting, they're here before 2025. You see, what Spirit's telling me, you've lived through enough experiences to be ready for this type of divine union. If it would have came any sooner, you would not have been ready. There would have been things you've done, there would have been karmic relationships that you would have maybe even left this love for. But you have completely entered a new timeline. And I know you guys hear that phrase a lot, but the thing is timelines, it's not about that there ever is one highest. It's a frequency thing. It's just like the universe is ever evolving, literally, on top of itself, on top of itself. And energy can only be dissipated. It can't be created nor destroyed. Or it can only be transferred. It can't be created nor destroyed. So when we say you're evolving to other timelines, it's just every time you're allowing yourself to push that next barrier. Not meaning your boundaries, meaning your spiritual purpose. Finding your blend between consistency and mundane, and then the vast mystery of being a soul. You're right at the finish line. It's about to get a lot better. And all of that to see, all the shit you've had to go through, all those spikes that went through you were not for nothing. God puts his greatest soldiers through his hardest tasks. And you may be more of a Christian-based person, or the person connected to you is a more Christian-based person, because I do not organically say he or God. Not that I don't believe in that. Okay, I believe all religions have truth and false in them. So that source, whatever, depending on how you grew up, your life experience, however it's resonated in your heart, as long as it's for the right reasons, you're connecting to it, it's true. Words are vibrations. Words are sounds. We chose to match to vibrations. So that's why there really is no real name for source. It's whatever fits for you. It seems that for either you or the person that is attached to this reading, they're probably more based in a Christian type of religion. But a Christian who's a true Christian. Somebody that actually follows Jesus, follows Christ. Not what man has told them to follow. You're somebody that's broken a lot of barriers, Floyd. You know, it's kind of crazy how many men think that they are quote-unquote alphas and super dominant when they're actually completely submissive. Go with me here. A person's going to follow one leader who is doing everything to hurt the individuals they love surrounding them. But there's an arrogance. There's this need to be told what to do. There's a need to be told that you're the most important and nothing else matters, and this world was made only for you. It's a superstar complex. It has been built in a world to make that easy for men. And choosing to just allow that to be your existence, to really believe that, is submissive. It takes a true dominant person to be their own connection to source, and to not say, oh, I have to go to you to tell me how to hear my God, my source. No. Wounded men, wounded masculines follow false leaders. And men who have healed themselves and looked that dark night in the soul become true leaders. You are a true leader, Floyd. And you are deserving of all of your fruition to come. Okay, number 8, Ruby. Let's get you a law of attraction pull for renewing your membership for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you, Ruby. All right, so Spirit wants you to not give up on something. You're feeling like, man, it's not a person or anything. It's a mindset. It's a package. It's a package on the way to you. It's money. Yours, it's not a love reading for you. It's a career reading. Okay, you realize something, like you've had to leave. You've had a lot of jobs in the past that have caused you trouble, and you've always just kind of been like, man, I'm a hard fucking worker. Why is it hard for me to feel either or that you've experienced, and it's either you feel fulfilled, like, and happy with the people around you, but the pay or the management sucks, or the pay is good and you feel absolutely miserable. Those are kind of the experiences you've had in career. And like, there's like a job you've already applied for, and I'm hearing you've already gone to an interview for, and you're like, I don't, like, this one seems so right, like it feels so good. Why have they not called me back? You're getting that call. There's just been something you're gonna hear, like literally, I hear it. They're like, hey, sorry, it's taken a bit to call you. There's been this, and this that we had to take care of. But now we're getting back into the new hires, whatever. I'm telling you, you already had the, like, whatever this new beginning is that brings you this money, this call, this delivery. It's embarked. You can release fear. Okay? Wow. Powerful. So your law of attraction is very high vibrational, Ruby. Okay. Tarot time. Did Christopher check himself into rehab? You have intuition about it. Let's see. Check himself into rehab. Having to see, I cannot continue to do this. I have to be ready to invest into the future. Ace of Swords, my past. I need balance. I can only start if I receive help. Yeah, this person did. It's either they checked themselves into rehab, or there's this energy of asking for help, like starting to go to AA, etc. Like there is a complete shift of I need help. Even if this is asking for help from family. But it feels like maybe for this person to truly get started on their sobriety journey again, etc., maybe they really do have to be away from their main family, if that makes sense. And when we say it like that, like main family. So that could mean, I don't see the word blood, like bloodline coming up. So friends, bad influences that they would see as their main family, when really what actually kept the people together were the substances, from what I'm seeing. Without that substance, without partying, without this, there would actually be no friendship. Yeah, this person, Spirit says that they're gonna not even just be back, they're gonna be better than ever, but it's gonna take time. Okay. Roselina, you're wanting love, a love reading. Okay, I see you requested love and career. Now it is one topic per reading. So I'm feeling, even though I'm hearing you want love, they more are saying your career is more important. Love is something that you need to let go of right now, not meaning it's not happening, but it's not the most important thing. You're establishing a different healthy barrier. Yeah. Okay, so September is going to be a month of motivation for you. This past month, you've probably felt very like the light's been drained. And you realize how much of your personal time you were just like sacrificing for somebody. Even if you weren't seeing them in person, maybe this is even like, oh, we said that we're going to go on a date. And then I just stay up all night waiting for them to reach out to me and they never call. Or you even go somewhere and this person never showed up. Or just this constant, like, I feel like I'm giving my all, and when I leave the conversation, when I go throughout my days, I feel depleted. It's like something's been taken, but everything in me is like, I love this person, they're supposed to be in my life, but it was actually, it was your triggers, it was your trauma, it was your abandonment issues that were this intensity of having to prove, giving excuses for them you would never give for other people when they weren't deserving of it. Okay, so what they're saying is, yeah, your love was way too much of a focus for a while. And the only way you're actually going to attract in, no matter how cheesy it sounds, is really letting go of anybody up to this point in your recent days that you have, in recent days, you've stopped talking to one specific person. You've stopped talking to one specific person in recent days, and things have started to look up. That is not a coincidence. Their frequency was messing with your timeline. They're going to try to reach back out to you, okay? And you need to stay focused forward. You need to stay focused forward. Your divine, the person that's really going to bring you that balance, give and take, is definitely going to be met through your work as well. That's why you felt so intuitively to ask for both. September, long story short for you, needs to be about foundation. Don't let anything back that's going to try to stomp through the wooden planks you've already put on your bridge. Continue your bridge. There are other people waiting for you on the other side. All right, Tara. You would like a general love reading. I got you. You would like a general love reading, Tara. Everything's happening for a reason right now. You're in the midst right now of wondering if it's time to let something go, if somebody's given up on you. They haven't given up. They have let go, though. There's a difference. Giving up means everything happened for no reason. It was a mistake. Negativity. Letting go knows that this is meant for me. I have to let go and know and have faith they will find their way back. You have let go of somebody. From the very beginning, you felt this deep connection. You thought they were going to be back by now, but they haven't. So you're just wondering what's going on. And I do see this person. They've had to get started on their next timeline. They had to walk through that Lionsgate portal by themselves. Big changes have happened to your masculine in the past couple of months. He's part of that collective. Spirit's saying don't give up on this connection. There is more that's going to form. Let's see. So, can we give you a little timeline prediction for the rest of 2025 regarding this specific connection? 2025 prediction. It's going to come into a balance and you can release. It's going to happen before 2025 is over. A friend, somebody that started out as a friend in a really good dynamic, like, is being shown. Yeah, they just want you to know that there's going to be a lot of balance within your love life before 2025 is over. I see you and a person have a very shared experience as well, like something intimate happening to both of you. It feels like both of you have somebody that was very special in your life that died very similarly. It's okay. This is a hard word for me to say with my little speech impediment. They could have died very similarly, or close. And it feels like it was involving depression. It could have been something accidental or purposeful, if you get my drift. But both of you have something, not of like a trauma bond, like another form of an understandance. And I'm hearing that both of them, these people on the other side, they're your person's your Archangel Michael, and their person's their Archangel Michael. The protector always above, always surrounding you. And they're calling you two together. This is beautiful. Okay. CJ Justine. What's up? You would like to know, you're an Aries, and you would like to know, what do you need to know right now? You're feeling a little discouraged regarding a masculine energy. So right now you're like, I need to go forward by myself. I need to remember that day by day people have freedom of will, freedom of choice. Right now you're like, am I kind of going through the same cycle? Am I back doing the same thing? Or is this that new part, that new phase where I'm going to have to be comfortable with doing things differently? Spirit says you're in a phase where it's about comfortable doing things differently. So there are some people who have resurfaced in your life. There are going to be some people that you're going to be surprisingly having closer dynamics with too. So this could be work related. This could be people connected to your family. This could be even people joining your family. So maybe like there's a marriage or something coming up soon. It's interesting. You may not even hear about it, but I feel like there's a marriage coming up soon in your life. Not you, but something that like really connects you to a lot of love, connects you to other experiences, gives you hope, gives you faith. September is going to be a month of also restoring for you. Well, not restoring, let's say that differently so it makes more sense. Of maintaining the mindset. I'm trying to find the right way to put it. You've found a form of joy again. You've heard your laugh and you don't want to lose it. You've had moments of really just letting go, and then it's like out of nowhere. You feel yourself go, oh shit, you're too happy. And it's going to get robbed again, so pull yourself back, pull yourself back. They don't want you to pull yourself back. That's where you're doing things differently. You're going to have newfound family members, new forms of love, etc. They need you to pay attention to their actions. And it takes time to trust. When you've been through so much trauma as you have, the only thing that's for you and against you with new relationships is time. Every day waking up and seeing this person is still being who they say they are. Do not sell yourself short. Embrace and show who you fully are to this world. All right, number 13. 𝗨𝗡𝗖𝗟𝗘𝗕𝗥𝗢𝗧. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Oh, this is your username. Your name's actually Hannah. Got you. Hannah, you're a Taurus. Is Todd real and honest? Is Todd... Oh, okay. Actually, I'm sorry. I just looked, and what you sent, my friend, is the equivalent of a general reading. So I'm going to give you a general love reading, okay? Just for future notice, what is eligible for specific questions is $10 and up. Anything under $10 is a general reading. So you starts at $1 and goes up from there. If you check on the description of this live, the breakdown is there. Alrighty? So let's go ahead and give you a love general reading. You've faded away, and you are more willing to see people for who they are. You're more willing, you're becoming so much more understanding. So you're very understanding of others, but it's been cloudy how to understand yourself. You're not selling yourself short anymore, and you're not settling in love. You used to allow yourself to handle the bare minimum, and you would allow people to give you the bare minimum, and you would act like they were being the best partner in the world just because you wanted to feel wanted. Everybody wants to feel wanted. I don't care who you are. There is a time in your life, and maybe you don't want to feel wanted by everybody, but at least by the person you love. Want to feel like wanted. Think about it. You want to feel wanted by like your animals, for them to want to be around you. You want spirit and energy to be around you. You want the people you care about to want to be with you. There is nothing weak about that. But you were searching for love in the wrong places. And what you've done now, you've accomplished enough karmic connections. If you have to pull teeth to get somebody to get on the phone with you, if you have to pull teeth for somebody to get on a webcam with you and see them, there's something that you're avoiding the truth with that. They want me to say it that way to you. Okay? If after all this time, this person, I'm seeing it, if they still aren't getting on the phone call with you, or if they're getting on phone calls but they're not allowing you to see their face, etc., there's something off, and you don't have to be afraid that there's nothing else. Okay? This is an interesting one. I need to go ahead and cut it there for you. But as you can see, Spirit's very proud of you, and you're doing a lot of realization, and there's not been any wasted time. Everything happens for a reason. Some people come into our life to teach us a lesson. And then we go forward from there. All right, Tracy, 34. Let's give you a general reading. You are number 14. Tracy, 34. What we got for you, my friend? Tracy 34. Wow. A lot of people want to help you. I mean, and I'm talking about more than money. People see what you do. They want to give back. You're entering a part of your life where you're receiving a lot of help. Like, honestly, like, this could be, it could be financially. I don't really see you need, I think the financial help I'm seeing is just you receiving more abundance for what you already do. Okay? It feels though that some people are going to want to gift things to you. You're going to be receiving also, like, it's like if you're somebody that hosts get-togethers and stuff and you're used to making everything, it seems like people like just like not like just bringing so much. You're not used to it. You're used to just people expecting you to do everything. That was kind of like the flow. But you don't, even though you will do that, that's not how life is supposed to be for you. You're supposed to receive help. You're supposed to receive surprises and etc. as well. They want you to allow yourself to receive that help. That's going to be the thing too. You're always like, oh, no, it's okay. I got it. No, say yes. Somebody wants to help you with the dishes? Say yes. Somebody wants to bring a certain dish so you don't have to make it for Christmas? Say yes. But I really see a great holiday seasons for you. If you've had some hard holidays these past couple of years, you're going to get through trials and tribulations. Everything in life will never be squeaky clean perfect, and if it is, that there tends to be something being kept behind the scenes. There's going to be authentic awkwardness. There's going to be authentic coming to understandings and making sure there's not assumptions and communication. But within all of that, opening deep doors of celebration and joy, of establishing healthy boundaries, of getting started on these next experiences, what family really is supposed to look like for you going forward. So get ready in the best of ways for a very exciting, what I'm hearing is your summer was pretty exciting too, but it was in a different way. A lot of tower moments, a lot of patience, resilience. And there is a yin-yang balance with this. Spirit needed you to purge what you could not bring into that next portal, into that, and past that gate with you. And so that was people, tendencies, dark parts of your soul you did not know that you still hadn't overcame. All right. Number 15, Daniela. Let's go ahead and give you a general reading, my friend. General reading for Daniela. What does she need to know more than anything else right now? Okay, you're kind of in a grief mindset. You've been wanting to make some investments. There's some things you've been wanting to do, but you're like, I don't have the money. Spirit says that if you've been wanting to, if there's something you've been saving up to get, if there's an experience that you've been wanting to do, and it's like, you're like, man, I feel like everything's happening to where I have to put my money to other things. I can't even save. I can't even think about taking time off work, etc. There's just something of you wanting to experience the world, but grief mindset of money is keeping you. Yeah, right now you wouldn't be able to invest, but Spirit's wanting to remind you, truly, okay, money comes and goes. Money will always go and be a form of depleted, but what you can't get back is life experience, memories, seeing different parts of the world, enjoying an existence of not just being hard labor and work. We're not supposed to work to live. We're supposed to live and have work be part of it. You're in a grief mindset right now about money, and they're not saying that that's why. Like things are not being attracted to you, like nothing's happening. Right before the biggest breakthroughs, you're going to have the darkest pits moments. And that's what you have experienced. The next week, you're receiving all the confirmation that everything that you've been wanting to save up for, whether this is going to like one of those festivals, or if this is going to a theme park, or if this is going to Paris, whatever it is, you're meant to do it. Focus on the bills and things you got to get done right now. Remember, your worth is nothing about what's in your bank account. And let Spirit take it from there. All right, Britney Hall. Number 16, Britney Hall. You would like a general love energy reading. Let's see. General love energy reading for Britney Hall. What does she need to know more than anything else right now? Okay. I feel like you're going through a really hard breakup, or something that you thought was going to be staying in your life a lot longer has really shifted. It's either the energy of somebody has broken up or somebody had to leave. Like there was somebody maybe you thought you were going to live with, be able to be closer to, and now it's like you entered either a new type of like long distance relationship, or it's like done. And you're very confused. You thought that this was the person. You really put yourself all out there. I'm hearing that you hurried it. You helped them too fast. Even though it was out of a kindness of a heart, this hot cold that you're experiencing for them is because they didn't think it through fully. You both still deeply think about each other, and there's still more you're going to express. But whoever this masculine is attached to you, they needed, it's a very young-minded man or person, and they have a lot they still need to figure out. And what I'm hearing is they need to be close to home. However this resonates for you, if this means simply like they had to move across like to another state, or if this is like you guys had a house together, an apartment, and now they move back home. However this resonates, this is necessary, and there was no wasted time. You know, you and this person, you still have a connection. And I'm hearing you can be friends. But one last thing they want me to say before I move forward is nothing was a joke. They didn't see you as a joke. They didn't play you. They're scared. They're scared of doing the wrong thing. They're scared of disappointing people. They could have even kind of ran away from something without even realizing it until they were gone. They have a lot of respect for you. So yeah, even though this is a grief mindset, even though what I'm hearing is you invested actual money and etc. into them, it was not in vain. This will still have at least back together. Time will tell if that is a romantic dynamic. Okay? Alright, so let's see who has added themselves to the Super Chatters list since Britney Hall. Alright, we can cross that out. Alright. So, the people who will be first answered on our next live stream, number 1 will be Reba Stowe. All right, got you. Number 2 will be Angel Aura. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, Thea, They Adore Mia. They Adore Mia. Got you. Love general for Angel, and then a general for They Adore Mia. Perfect. All right, I do plan on coming on live tomorrow night as well. So remember, guys, I don't have a set days of the week anymore that I go on. I get in the mindset of just going on every day. Now, that may be sometimes 7 days a week. That may be 5. That may be 3. It depends on the workflow that week. So there's no set days I go on. Just simply, if I am going to be on YouTube live that day, I will log in anytime between 8 to like 10 p.m. Now, I try to get on more around 8:39, but sometimes we get a little bit closer to 10, etc. Long story short, if I'm going to be on that night, you will see me log on in between 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. And you can just make sure you have notifications on so you get the notification when I go live. Yeah, but we are also going to be having an after stream tonight, guys. So my after stream is on Twitch. For the ones of you who are not aware, I have a Twitch account. Now, on YouTube, it is all tarot readings. But on Twitch, I play video games. And over there, it's more of a community-based thing. Over here, it's giving you straight guidance. It's about spirit and you getting answers. Tarot, those messages. The Twitch is community. It's like us getting to know each other, sharing experiences, going ahead and helping through the gameplays and etc. And just getting to know other people part of your collective. If you're somebody that's just strictly here for tarot, I completely understand. Most of you are. But if you're somebody who also likes video games or would like to have like another community you're a part of, I really suggest you go ahead and check out our Twitch live streams. Also, every live stream, I do give away one free reading. The Twitch link is in my YouTube profile bio. Just click on it and you'll see it. My username on Twitch is 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗧 official. Okay? And I will be logging on. Since it's already 12:07 a.m., I'm gonna try to get on in like 30-45 minutes. I don't want to get on anytime after 1 a.m. And we're gonna be playing Oblivion Remastered tonight. I've been having a lot of fun playing that game. Other than that, guys, I will be again back on then. Oh, let me tell you guys about something super dope as well before I sign off for the night. If you are somebody who is into camping, who's been looking to go on like a hiking adventure, etc., I host spiritual retreats every single year. This year, I went to Bali, and it was an amazing experience. It was back in June, okay? Next year, in 2026, and the end of June of 2026 next year, I am hosting a camping adventure in the Utah mountains. If you are somebody who is feeling called to join this adventure, I highly suggest you go ahead and you check out the trip page. If you go to my YouTube profile bio, also linked in there is the Canada adventure link. Everything regarding the details of this trip is there. The places we're going to go, the dates, where you would need to get picked up, what's included, what's not included, everything is on there. Now, I have a couple of my early bird spots still available, which is $200 off of your booking. At the time of me filming this, if you also are wanting to request a spot for somebody else, you can actually get also an additional coupon of $100 off for bringing somebody with you. So if you're somebody that's wanting to do this and have a friend or a family member come with you, there will be an extra discount as well. I really highly suggest you get on this now because I don't have too many of the early bird spots available. And you only need to put 25% down deposit on the trip to get your spot claimed. And then you have all the way up into March of 2026 to pay off the entire trip. Here are some of the activities. We're going to go whitewater rafting. We're going to go horseback riding. I host a workshop where we surround ourselves by the fire and I go into teaching you tarot. I also, everybody that comes is going to get a spiritual gift basket from yours truly, full of spiritual tools for you to take home. Also, guys, I'm currently in the production of making my next set of cards. I'm making a tarot and an oracle deck. And the people that join this trip, They're going to be the first people that receive their own before they're on sale for anybody else. The people that go on the trip are going to get the first ever prints. So you're going to get some crazy exclusive benefits. I also give everybody a one-on-one personal reading in the mountains, fueling that energy. We get to go and experience like not only the spiritual stuff together, but also just the fun little in-between things of like going on the buses or on the bus, being in the van together, driving to the destinations. Those little moments, those pockets of time are so special within themselves. I've already done one hiking and camping based adventure, and that was back last year. And that was to Colorado, and it was fucking phenomenal. This year, Bali, and then now I'm switching it back up to the camping thing for 2026. If you guys have any questions regarding this adventure, please do not hesitate to send me an email at contact@offprintmint.com. I would love to experience the Utah mountains with you guys. Alrighty, that's what I got for y'all today. If I don't see you over on Twitch in about 30 minutes, then I'll see you on whichever next live stream I see you on. Have a great rest of your night, morning, evening. Let's get it. Oops. Whoops. I accidentally flipped it that way. All right. See y'all.